Your brain would rather give you a painful answer than live with no answer at all. That's why you check the message again. Replay the conversation. Imagine every possible outcome and ask yourself, what if something goes wrong? Nothing has actually happened yet, but your mind is already exhausted from fighting problems that don't even exist. And here's the strange part. Uncertainty isn't necessarily dangerous. Your brain simply experiences not knowing as a problem that needs to be solved. And that's where the cycle begins. Think about waiting for an important message. 10 minutes pass, then 20. Suddenly, your brain starts creating explanations. Maybe they're angry, maybe something happened, maybe you said something wrong. The silence itself hasn't changed, but your interpretation of the silence has. This is one reason uncertainty can feel so uncomfortable. Your brain wants to predict what's coming next, because knowing what happens next gives you something incredibly valuable, a sense of control. That's why people sometimes keep checking their phone even when they know there probably isn't a new message. Or they keep refreshing an application status, checking a bank account, rereading an email, or searching the internet for another answer. The action feels productive because you're doing something.
I am ready for this.
But sometimes you're not solving the uncertainty.
Can you multiply colors?
You're
How do you
simply
spell
trying to make
silence?
the
What is the weight of a
uncomfortable
thought? Do you speak
feeling
fluent
disappear.
silence?
And the relief you get after checking can teach your brain to check again the next time you're uncertain. Imagine you have an interview tomorrow. You could prepare for it, sleep, and accept that you won't know the result until tomorrow. Or you could spend the entire night imagining every question they might ask and every possible way you could fail. The second option feels like preparation, but eventually it becomes mental rehearsal without an ending. Your brain keeps asking, "But what if?" And every answer creates another question. What if they don't like me? What if I forget something? What if someone else is better? You're trying to reach a point where you feel completely certain, but that point usually doesn't exist. Life contains information you simply cannot know in advance. This shows up in relationships too. Someone you care about seems quieter than usual, and suddenly your brain starts investigating every tiny detail. You replay yesterday's conversation. You analyze their tone. You look for hidden meanings, not because you have proof that something is wrong, but because your brain hates the possibility that something might be wrong. And sometimes, uncertainty makes us choose the worst explanation, because a negative answer can feel easier to prepare for. If you expect rejection, at least you feel prepared for it. If you expect something to go wrong, you can tell yourself you saw it coming. But constantly preparing for imaginary disasters comes with a price. You stop experiencing what's actually happening because you're too busy predicting what might happen next. Your body is sitting in the present, while your mind is living inside 10 different futures. So how do you break this cycle? First, recognize the difference between solving a problem and trying to eliminate uncertainty. If there's something you can actually do it. Send the message. Prepare for the interview. Make the plan. Ask the question. But once you've done what you can control, there comes a point where more thinking isn't preparation anymore. It's simply your brain asking for a guarantee that life cannot give you. And instead of asking, "How can I know exactly what will happen?" try asking, "If I don't know, can I handle whatever happens?" That question changes everything, Because peace doesn't come from knowing every outcome. It comes from trusting yourself to deal with an outcome you couldn't predict. You don't need to know what happens tomorrow to be okay today. Sometimes the strongest thing you can tell your anxious brain is, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't need to know yet.
Thank for watching video. Subscribe for more psychology videos.